All right, class. With the Accounting 202 project workbook, I gave everybody individual feedback and I sent you an email with a file attached that shows my highlights. And I sent that to your snu.edu account. So if you don't check that email regularly, that's where you're going to find it. If you did not receive an email from me, then that means that I had no feedback and no corrections for you. So congratulations, good for you. And for everybody else, then yeah, my feedback will be in your workbook. So going through this workbook, there's the cost classification tab. And this is pretty straightforward. It's just getting you familiar with classifying costs, direct material, direct labor, overhead, period costs, fixed costs, and variable costs, and just getting you used to classifying those. The next tab, the next blue tab, these two blue tabs are what you were to turn in for milestone 1. This is where you calculated your variable costs and you just if you missed one of these numbers, I gave you feedback, I highlighted it and gave you the calculation. And so what we were shooting for, what we were looking for was the total variable cost per collar and the total variable cost, or the total fixed cost for collars, and then the same for leashes, a variable cost and then a fixed cost, same for harnesses, a variable cost and a fixed cost, because we are going to use those in the next milestone. And these two green tabs are what you will turn in for milestone 2. So if we look at this, I've already started to fill in some of this. So in the Word document, it gives you the market research data appendix. That gives you 3 price points for collars, for leashes, and for harnesses. All right, and so it says for collars, with pricing at $20 per collar, you can expect to sell 30 collars per day. Right, and it gives you $20, a price point at $20, $24, and $28. And so for this one, you just pick one that you want. I picked $20, so I entered $20 is the sales price per unit. The variable cost, this is just what we worked on, right? This is just what you turn in on milestone 1. So if you type, you can either just go back here and look and say, okay, yep, $9.10 was my variable cost, move it over here. Or you can say, if you want to get fancy with Excel, you can say equals, equal sign, click over here to this tab, click on that cell, and then say enter, and it brings it over for you with a formula, so that if that $9.10 ever changes, this spreadsheet will update too. That's pretty cool. So, and then what we did is, what I did is the sales price per unit minus the variable cost per unit, and that gives you your contribution margin, right? Let's say escape. So our contribution margin is $10.90. So what does that tell us? That says that if we pick the price point of $20 and sell our elite collars for $20, our variable cost is $9.10. Every collar we sell, we are going to make $10.90. Okay? So we're going to do the same thing with leashes. Leashes, they give you price point in the Word document of $22, $26, and $30. I'm just going to pick $22. Variable cost per unit, we just calculated that. Let's say equals, and go back. That's going to equal $12.10, enter. And I wrote a formula equals $22 minus the $12.10. Our contribution margin with leashes is $9.90. Same thing with harnesses, with price points at $25, $30, $35. Okay, So I'd pick $25. You can pick whatever you want. The variable cost per unit, we already calculated that. It's going to be equal. Click that and enter. And again, the formula is just $25 minus $14.60 gives us our contribution margin. So then we're going to go over to our break-even analysis and sales price. The sales price that we picked was $20 for collars. The fixed costs, okay, we calculated that earlier, so I'm going to say equals fixed costs for our collars. Fixed cost for our collars, there's our fixed costs, and enter. And it brings that number over. Contribution margin, we calculated our contribution margin, right? So we're going to say equals contribution margin was $10.90 equals. All right, so then our break-even analysis, right? That's what we're going for. Our break-even analysis is just when our total contribution margin covers our fixed costs. So it's just fixed costs divided by your contribution margin. Hit enter, and we have to sell when we sell 370 items, we will break even. We will cover our fixed costs at a sales price of $20. That's what that means. All right, so then it wants a target profit of $300. It wants us to calculate that. So what I did is, here, I'll do this over for you. So it's going to equal our fixed costs plus, actually let me say sum, open parentheses, our fixed costs plus our profit, target profit, and then we're going to divide that amount by our contribution margin. And whenever we sell enough collars with that contribution margin of $10.90, whenever we sell enough collars to cover the fixed costs plus the profit margin, the target profit that we want, that's our break-even point. Hit enter, $3.97. And then it asks also for the break-even units for a target profit of $500. So it's going to be the same thing. I'm just going to say equals the sum, open parentheses, of our fixed costs plus our target profit, close parentheses, divided by our contribution margin. Enter. Oh, now the instruction said it wants it in whole numbers because we can't sell 0.44 of a collar, right? We have to sell whole units of the collar. So I'm just going to decrease my zeros, and it's 415. Once we sell 415 collars, that's our break even plus our target profit of $500. So then you would just do the same thing for your leashes, work through those calculations, and then also the same thing for harnesses. And again, then you're done for milestone 2. Should be easy, pretty easy. Just these 2 green tabs, and looking forward to your work, seeing your work, and giving you some more feedback in milestone 2. Thanks.